welcome back, PlayBASIC coders. Let's do a very quick update about this website. Newsy type stuff. Gone further down the rabbit hole than I ever expected. Wow. So what I've added is a bunch of things to clean up the data as much as possible and make sure we are not linking off to dead things. We don't have dead links in the output code, in the data as well. But one of the most recent changes was this one here. So what this is doing here is if it notices particular keywords that are in bold, it replaces those with a link to the help files. So down here in our text, we've got links. The formatting here is outside of the outside of the website template, so we don't get any of the template from the main site, but we do get passed across to direct links to the help files. So we've got a bunch of links that are remapped, forum links that are fixed up, and the other one I was doing lately is improving the category stuff here. These categories are up here, so you can choose to limit what we're looking for. So if you want to look for articles that have to do with the Learning Edition, hit view, go through and get those. And there's not many listed in here because there's not many old posts didn't even have this ability to do this. So what we're doing over here, what I'm doing over here is when I notice keywords in titles, I'm adding those keywords out into the category. So here's one here, how to make games in PlayBASIC. Originally it was just tagged as being with no specific categories, right? So if you went up to here and went to tutorials, for example, which there's two there should only be one, you wouldn't find that article in here because it wasn't linked. But now you will. Well, in the future version you will, which won't be long off being published now. These competition things here, they weren't under competitions always. There was bits and pieces. It's the new that one there hasn't been called actually. I must add that. So that would be a Learning Edition thing. So anyone who bothers to look through these things will see the history of those things and can probably find links to things you didn't know about. The ones I'm sort of most happy about now is these, well there's some there actually. We've got links to the help file. So this is in a bit of text where I'm talking about something that was changed in this version, and we've got links straight to the help file. So we've got a faster for next loop, so we can just link straight to for and next, which is a godsend for people who don't know what we're really talking about. If you went to Google and you searched for something and you landed on a search result that happened to mention this page and you click through to the page before, it would just have for and next that were highlighted, but they weren't linked to those pages. How would a person who doesn't know what coding is know what they are? They wouldn't. You know, it's a small thing, but that's a recurring theme throughout all of these posts actually. I put videos in as well, which is obviously that's why I've been making videos this last week. As I find things, as I go through the other hard drive that's been sick, I found a bunch of things on there that I'd forgotten about. Some of the really old ones, they don't work without being modified. And I was thinking about this afternoon about maybe making a little tool that I could just put on the forums and say, here's a tool that will let you modify old PlayBASIC programs. And what it basically will do is it will force the application to run in a windowed mode, if that's what you want, and it will extract the runtimes or whatever libraries are in that version, because different versions of PB have different libraries, etc., different revisions. You can't just grab the current ones and put it in the same folder, which is what if you're familiar with PB, you would know that if you put the the vector graphics library and the VM library and the system library in the same folder as executable, you can shortcut the boot up process. That won't work with old versions because those libraries are completely different. Over time, the functions and behaviors that are in those libraries are different, and more importantly, the instruction set of the old runtimes are unique. Every revision of PB has a different instruction set. Every one. So you could, the theory about going through and making a disassembler for, older programs is very true, but you would need to be able to select exactly what instruction set we're dealing with and what caveats we need to handle. You wouldn't get the source code back, you would get something that resembled, you'd get the logic back and probably some of the names too, because in older versions, I think the name table was included for when errors occurred. But anyway, it would be possible to make a little tool that ran through and grabbed the versions of the libraries that are attached with the main executable, which are all bundled together by the linker, either pull them out, modify them, and then relink them again. That should make some old demos work on modern systems without too much trouble. They'll still be, they'll still probably crash on exit or whatever. A few of the ones I tried crashed upon exit, but they were looking for something that wasn't there. Anyway, so this help files have got a bunch of these old things I've linked into them as much as I possibly can. I would like to get all of those things there actually. Merry Christmas. Could probably do away with that really. You get the odd link like this one here, which is linking to the newsletter, which no longer exists. I'll have to redirect that somewhere else, I guess. Not done at the moment. Some old games there, Forest Quest. I mean, every time you look at one of these posts, you go, "Oh, there's a bit there that we could add into our have a link to our help files there about ink modes directly. 2 new ink modes in. That would be pretty handy, I would have thought. So, particularly again, as I'm saying, as you search around and you bumble into things, and you go, "Here's an article that mentions some keywords that I'm looking for." And you might see the thing going 2 new ink modes. Well, how do you find out what the ink modes are? You have no idea. But if it had a link there to that particular page, that'd be handy. That'd be handy, even though it's an old article. What year is this? 2008. It's crazy, isn't it? Heroes Quest. So it's being tagged as competition. Yeah, good. All the articles there. I would like to get videos of all of those games. I think I've got those 2 videos. I don't know about Lost Kingdom. Jeez, where's that? Yeah, I'm just hoping to get all the picture stuff I can get into the help files, all the video content I can get into the help files that actually exists. That's all. And if we can get it to link to the help files, great. If we can get them, if there's dead links in the content, can redirect those, and we should be golden. Anyway, that's what we're doing at the moment. Still doing it. Bunch of stuff on at the moment, but we're getting there. Should be a lot better for users and a lot better for us in general with our search rankings in particular. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.